Am I too close? Too close for comfort? Meow! Right, how does this angle look? Right up front, I know I'm going to be reading off of my notes, probably more than is conducive to video watching audiences. Welcome to 2019! This is the first video on my channel of the new year, so of course it has to be about goals. I know I may be a little late to the party, seeing as we're already just over a week in, but I thought it would be really helpful for me to go ahead and share with you some of my 2019 goals. So for those of you who know me, and basically everybody watching this does know me, I love planning. As in, I would make a list of all the lists I need to make, and then I would transfer that list of lists to like an Excel spreadsheet. I would put it on my Alexa to-do list. I would put it in my phone, and I would handwrite it out probably in my planner. So that's how much I love planning. So this time of year really hits me hard, and what is it, the fresh start effect, I think it's called. I really love that. I really love that feeling. In 2018, I set a list of goals, and although I didn't accomplish them all, it kind of was like ended with that adage, you know, if you shoot for the moon, you land among the stars. So I got done way more than I have in any previous years because I wrote my goals out. I was pretty specific. I shared them with my guy, and I don't know if this, well, I do think it made a difference. I made a vision board, which I know sounds super corny, but basically it was a background for my computer screen, so that every time I was on my computer, which is basically every day, I could see and be reminded of what my goals were for the year. So anyway, I'm really excited for 2019, and I'm going to be following some of these same processes, except for the fact that this year I'm going to share things with you guys. If you like videos about my children, who are super cute, about my life, which is super fun, I don't know what this is, and about my attempts to improve myself, then please hit that subscribe button. And I used to bring you videos every Wednesday, so I know I've been slacking at that at the end of 2018, but consider this an attempt to improve myself and give you videos every Wednesday of 2019. All right, let's get into the video. So I have several categories of goals this year, and I have goals within each category, but I'm going to kind of share with you the biggies. So here they are: religion, fitness and health, family, friends, professional goals, home, romance, finances, and personal growth. All right, so let's get into the biggies for each category. So the first is religion. So I am Catholic, and I often forget to pray unless I am at church on Sunday or if I have lost something. So shout out to you, St. Anthony. And one of my goals in this area is to read my Catholic mom book every single day. It's a 2 to 5 minute read for each little reflection, and it's just an easy thing to do to start my day, and it gets me started thinking of something besides myself and doing some self-reflection, which I get is an oxymoron, because if you're not thinking about yourself but you're doing self-reflection, you guys get it. I think it sets my day up to be a better mom and just an overall better person. So that's definitely one of my big goals under the religion category. The next category is health and fitness. In 2018, my big health goal was to run a half marathon, and I also got into lifting weights. So I don't want to give either of those things up, as in, you know, my cardio health and my lifting. But there is one major category that needs, I know, a lot of work, and that is my flexibility. I'm implementing a regular stretching routine this year, and I don't know what my end goal is going to be with it, like whether it's going to be a splits or some sort of like crazy yoga position that I don't even know the name of right now. But what I do know is that I've been stretching for every workout this year, which, you know, has been like the past couple days. And what I'm working with right now is basically being able to spread my legs at a 90-degree angle. So almost anything is going to be better than that. And I will say, I know this sounds kind of crazy, but in just the past week, I feel like I've already noticed a difference in my flexibility. So that will definitely be something that I will keep you guys updated on. Another one in that category with health and fitness is I have been off the smoothie train kind of for a hot minute now. So one of my goals this year is to have a smoothie and a fresh squeezed juice every week. Just one of each every week, but that is definitely going to be better than what I was doing in 2018. The third category coming at you is family. So this one is a really important one to me. And in 2019, I have scheduled one day a month for Fat Foot and Fat Face to not go to baby school and have a day with mama. So during this time, we may do some fun things like go to the library, go to the playground. We may just kind of hang out in the house and, do laundry together. But whatever we do, it's going to be one-on-one time for each of them individually with mama. And that kind of leads me into my second thing, which involves the whole family, and it is planning more micro adventures. So I heard the term micro adventure at the beginning of December last year, and I knew immediately it was something that I wanted to include in my 2019. So the concept of a micro adventure is basically doing something that is somewhat local to you, something that can be accomplished in a day or two, and something that doesn't necessarily break the bank. So it's not like planning a week-long trip to Hawaii or, a vacation to go ski in Aspen. It's something a lot smaller than that, but the intent is that you're getting out of your normal schedule, which will then help you and your family create memories together. So for instance, in 2019, we are going to drive over to Mount Rushmore because it is a less than a day's drive for us. And when else would you be able to go see Mount Rushmore? We are going to take the boys hiking in Rocky Mountain National Park. My guy and I are going to go to a restaurant that is south of town that I've heard is really, really good, but it's like 30 minutes away, so we've just never been. So kind of that gives you an idea of what you can do for a micro adventure. All right, the fourth category is friends. So if you are my friend and you are watching this, I apologize up front because I know I have a tendency to kind of burrow down in my own life and not reach out. And it's not because I don't want to talk to you. It's honestly because I just get really busy and I forget. But I know that once we chat, once we talk, I always feel so much more connected and I want to keep that feeling going. So in 2019, one of my goals is to reach out more regularly to my oldest and dearest. So Andrea, if you are watching this, I have scheduled you in, girl, for the 3rd of the month. Every month, I'm going to be calling you, so don't scream me. So the fifth area that I want to talk about is professional goals. I am a registered dietitian nutritionist, and as such, I do have continuing education requirements, and I've been really poor about completing those up to this point, which is fine because I'm still within my window. But in 2019, I am going to seek out a continuing education opportunity every single month to help jumpstart that process, and because it's fun, because I enjoy learning. So I'm going to get there. I'm going to go ahead and skip over some of the goals for my home because it's more about design, and I'm going to go ahead and skip past some of my romance goals, and we'll get right into finances. So my guy and I sat down, as we often do, and we kind of planned out what our big expenses and goals were for 2019. So we have a couple. There's 2 trips home that we want to take this year, one to see his family and then one to see my family. We want to continue putting in money to the boys' ESAs, their educational savings account, to plan for college. And one of the other things that we really want to do is put away money for Christmas 2019 so that it's just all paid for up front. And these goals, although they're kind of dry, when you talk about them, with your partner, I feel like it really is kind of a, for lack of a better term, a super sexy conversation because you guys are a team and you're working towards these goals together. So I really love it. So the last category that I want to talk to you about is personal growth. I have several goals in that category this year, but the system that I want to use to implement all of those goals and to work on them is the ever popular waking up early. So I'm a sleeper, like a real hard sleeper. Like when we had both our babies and they were little, I often would not wake up when they cried in the middle of the night, you know, needing to be fed, and my guy would do it. I would probably sleep for 9 hours a night if that were possible, and then take a good 1 to 2 hour nap a day. However, that takes a lot of time, and it's time that you're not getting stuff done. So in 2019, my goal is to wake up early every weekday. And I have been successfully doing this, you know, up to this point. Now, it's good because it will help me have time, extra time to, you know, work on some of those personal development goals that I really want to reach. And I know it's going to be helpful for my guy because it won't leave him with the burden of managing the kids' morning routine. But so far, what has happened is that my littles sense that mama's awake every morning, and before I get a chance to really sit down and do what I want to do, I hear, "Mama, mama," or little footsteps coming over to the bathroom while I'm brushing my teeth. So I haven't figured out how early is early enough to get stuff done, but not too early that mama doesn't, you know, fall asleep later in the day. So that's something I'm working on. But at this point, I'm really proud of myself because it's been, you know, over a week and I've been doing it. So that wraps up my big, most major goals for 2019. If you leave me a comment down below about, you know, what some of your goals are, what some of the systems are that you use to implement them, I'll give you a shout out in one of my upcoming videos. Although, Mom, I know you don't really know how to leave comments, so maybe you should just text me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope your 2019 is kicking off strong. And I will come back at you next Wednesday. Later, Gators. Why does my mouth get so dry when I'm only talking to myself? Also, I feel like I'm speaking very quickly, and I feel like my heart is pounding, and I might be like starting to glow. I don't know. All right, hot tea probably does not help the glow.